Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Maksims. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us to this masterclass this afternoon. I am in Paris at home, and Maksims, you are
In Riga, yeah.
You are in Riga. So we are doing this masterclass with the Jurmala Music Festival, where actually I was very much looking forward to come, I think last year, but of course, everything has been canceled, as we all know, and we are happy today to work together this afternoon from 2 to 5, and so we will start now with Shostakovich Cello Concerto, right?
Yeah.
First cello concerto. Which movement do you want to play?
I will start with the Cadenza, and then we'll look what to play. Okay?
Okay, so you start straight away with the Cadenza.
Yeah.
Great.
Why not?
Okay, let's do that. Tell me, just a little question. So just tell me a few words about yourself. How old are you, if I may ask?
I'm 16, and
16.
yeah, I'm playing cello for 8 years. Now I'm studying at Emīls Dārziņš music school. It's like the first music school in Latvia, and I'm studying with Professor E.Testeļeca. She was the student of Shostakovich at her time, and yeah.
Great. So I'm very much looking forward to listen to you. So Cadenza, which is the third movement of the first Shostakovich cello concerto.
Yeah.
Before we start, do you want that we work a little bit on the cadenza and then we see also another movement, or just that I know how to organize the time?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So you would like to play also what, the first movement?
Yeah, and maybe the second, maybe the beginning. I don't know. But the cadenza and first movements are like the most
good.
important.
So I'll check the time that we have enough time. All right. So. Well, congratulations. It sounds really very good, especially to start with the cadenza. It's not easy. Tell me, what do you think about this movement? How do you see it? How could you explain, maybe with just a few words, how you feel about it and what you want to express with it?
I think that the composer, the Shostakovich, wrote the cadenza like the whole life of a person. He included there so much, like the main theme is from second movement, and it's the music for the movie of the Second World War or something, and it's really dramatic. And what he's doing next is like developing the dramaticness of the whole theme. And he's showing that the person is like in pain, I think. For me, the cadenza is like the whole pain of a person's life. Yeah, like this.
Yeah, great. So I agree with all what you explained, and the background, of course, of this composition. Then there are two things. The first one is, of course, to build this cadenza with those, let's say two main parts. The first one coming from the slow movement with this theme and building all this atmosphere, and the second one where the craziness is getting more and more and more until this last movement. Now, what we shouldn't forget is, of course, there are some technical challenges in this cadenza, but we should never forget the atmosphere and the story we are telling. And especially in this movement, where it's a huge cadenza alone in the middle of the piece. It's quite long for a cadenza, and your responsibility is, of course, to tell this story and say about Shostakovich, what he wrote, but is also to keep the audience there, really never losing attention 1 second. And therefore, you need to really be more, I would say, involved in what you want to say and how you want to say. And I think get more into this atmosphere. So, for example, beginning, well, it's hard, as I said, because you started straight from the cadenza. When we come from the second movement, of course, it's easier because we're already in this state of mind, very, very dark, very intimate, introspective in a way. But I think that's very important. Then we have, do you have bar numbers, right?
No, I have only numbers, but I can find.
Okay. So the first two lines. Well, and the last thing I wanted to say is also that we have those different musical cells coming back. So of course we have the pits, So it's very important to make it very clear for the listener also, who can really follow the construction of the piece. Then, so the first part. And then okay, so this is the first part. Then comes the second cell, which is so every time this comes, it's also very important, I think, that you say it maybe in a little bit clearer way, that also the listener, I think, can really follow this construction. Can we try again the from the very beginning?
Yeah.
And if you can try, also cadenza means improvisation.
Yeah.
So you have to find the right balance between what is written and the way to say things where it shouldn't be written, where it should come from this improvisation side. And now I had maybe a little bit too much the feeling that you were following the music rather than following in a way your inspiration and kind of improvisation.
Okay.
So I think there are two things here first. Your first two Ds, both times you make the first one flageolate and the second one you vibrate.
Yeah.
So already on the second C, we have the feeling that first the sound texture is changing, the music in a way is changing, and it should be the same voice. It's this very low, really low voice, just coming from the ground, from the ruins, from whatever you want to make in your own story. But now it's changing, I think, too fast. Then the second element is those two crescendos. How much do you want to do them? How far you want to go? How do you do them? Do you do them only with the bow? Do you do them with a little change in the vibrato? Do you want to open the sound a little bit on the top of the crescendo? That's all the questions you need to, in a way, think about to know how much you want to do. Can you try again?
Yeah.
So try for the two C's. I think try to, I'm not saying that you should change your fingering, but just try to match those two C's. Now they sound totally different. Okay, that's very nice. That's very beautiful. That's very beautiful. But no crescendo before the third bar.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay, much better. Last question. What's the difference for you between the two crescendos?
I think
the first one and the second one.
I think the second one should be more more of crescendo, but the first one was like introducing people in the cadenza itself, and the second one is like more.
Okay, but more in what sense?
I think in the sound and in the expression.
Okay, what kind of expression? What's the different expression between those two?
Like the more of the highest note, like it should sing more, I think, and the diminuendo after should be also more of the diminuendo.
Okay, that's more the question of how far you go with the crescendo. Now, what I'm interested in is what's the different atmosphere or expression of both crescendos.
So the first crescendo.
Think of the harmony.
Yeah. Oh, so the first one is not the like resolving, but the second one is like the end of the phrase, like the resolving.
Okay, but you still don't really answer to my question. Okay, the first one is going up, right?
Yeah.
Second one is going down.
Yeah.
Okay, that could be something interesting, but that's not where I want to go. Where I want to go is harmonically. I think the first one, there is somehow just this little hope. The second one is just desperate. So I think you should try to. We are talking about millimeters of differences, yeah, but I think that's what's make all the music. I think for me the second one is much darker in a way,
Yeah.
and yeah, why not a little bit more? Sure. But try to make it sound different. It's not we're in the same phrase, but he's not saying the same thing. Let's try one more time. And if you can make even more difference between the piano and the pianissimo, so try not to be. Here you should put yourself in real danger. So we are just between the sound and not sound. So it's really you're on a thin line. Let's try again. Okay, it was great. Just laughing, but then we should go on because we are spending too much time on the first part. That's always my problem. I get too much involved. All right, just be careful not to do too much diminuendo, which is actually not written at the end of the piano.
Yeah, okay.
And then the E sounds more because you disappear too much on the D. Okay, let's go on. Okay, this visually is also very important. Don't drop the tension after the beats. Just keep it. And here, just keep it. Keep the tension. Keep the attention of the audience. If you do, no.
Okay.
Yeah, and be careful of the timing. 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2. Okay, go on. Okay, very nice. Can you try? You know, it's like in all the repertoire for cello solo. Of course, we are a melodic instrument. So when we have some chords, we should use them to really enrich the sound. Now I find all your chords a little bit too straight and too rhythmical in a way, rather than enrich this harmony. They also let's try not to cut too much between the A and the B, because we lose the phrase. So if you take 2 down, if you take down again on the next chord, try not to cut too much. And do you think you really need 2 bows here?
Yeah, okay. So the 1 bow, yeah, okay.
I think so. I think it here is not necessary. Let's do once more. No, try to sing. That's what we want to hear, the 3 chords. We can't hold them, the 3 of them, of course. So
Okay.
same here. Same here. Don't disappear too much before. Until the end.
Okay.
Okay, and now one line. Go on. Okay, be careful with the vibrato on the end, because you do. If you just vibrate the 2 last ones, suddenly, where does that come from? Okay, try to phrase. And connect the notes. Don't do.
Okay.
One big phrase. No, you're not connecting here. Same here. Yeah, I didn't say you can't vibrate, huh? I just said try to match that the two last notes doesn't sound apart from the phrase, but sure, vibrate, don't vibrate, whatever. And 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2. Yes, but that should be again piano, pianissimo. I don't hear the difference. Well, we are on Zoom, okay, but. No. Which note should we hear?
The E flat and the.
Yeah, and the E natural first. I hear only the C. If there is only one note we should hear, is the E flat. Just do the E natural E flat. Yeah. Yeah, but the top of the crescendo is the B flat. And then the E flat. You do. No, it's dee da dee da dee. Okay, Maksims, just one little thing. Here is what I was trying to explain earlier, but maybe I should have given an example. But so here, this is really something quite strict rhythmically, yeah. And then in the middle we have this phrase, we have this improvisation. It's like we have a pattern, and then in the middle we have this phrase going up, going on. We're not sure yet where it's. So you're searching. And back. 1, 2, 3. And same here, pianissimo. And take the time here. People in the audience have to really. Okay?
Yeah, okay. So, this place, yeah?
Let's do this once more.
Okay.
Try to phrase. Why too loud? Why so loud? Why so loud? You do. Take the time. And then piano, then a little bit more, okay. No, you didn't take the time. You didn't take the time. Just take there. Take there. Okay, so here, this place is probably the most difficult in all the cadenza.
Yeah.
I'm sure you agree with me, and we cellists all agree with that. So how can you make this difficulty less challenging?
Maybe to try to play the melody more and like the second melody less.
To sing, yeah. Just to think about the music. Is really think about the phrase always. The technique is there to serve the music, of course, I'm sure you agree. But the music helps so much the technique. So many times when we struggle with the technical passages because we don't think of the music. Okay, just before we go on, it's better. Try when you work on this, try also to keep the legato. And not to go into too much portamento because you think, oh, it's going to help me to... No, try to really sing and listen to the phrase, to the first voice, to the second voice, and try to lead your phrase like this. All right, let's go on. So now you really have to build this this crazy thing going up to the fourth movement, but don't go too fast, too early. Try to really build surely, but leading to this craziness. Okay, just one, Maxim, just two questions. Be careful, you're already going quite fast, even before the accelerando. I think it's already very fast. You don't forget improvisation. You're searching. I hear only the E flat, and that's the less interesting in all this part. Be careful, okay, because it's also on the first string, so it just pops out too much. Yeah, be careful. You do a B flat?
Natural.
You have a B flat?
In this bar in the beginning, it's the so it's the B flat, and then the other B is like without flat. But I thought that this is B flat too.
Okay, well, in my score, Sikorsky, there is a natural written, but okay. Let's do once more. The last thing I wanted to tell you is. Be careful not to stop too many times on different notes. Sometimes you stop. I can't remember where exactly, but it's just this thing going on and on and on. There is no stop. Yeah, it's always the phrase. I think the phrase is going. Okay. Let's do once more. So here, this is the same. It's all those things coming back more than once. So this also has to be clear for the listener. Okay. Once more, maybe. careful with the note, huh?
Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So... Okay.
No, no. B flat.
Okay.
This is also very important. The second voice. The second voice, yeah? Okay, and here is the same. If you can build this last way going up before the next section, don't go too fast at the beginning, or try to really go faster and faster, but don't stop. Until the E, yeah? Don't stop in the middle. I never hear the E. I never hear the D. It's very good, Maxim. It just sounds too polite for me, too controlled. This is the end of the cadenza. It should be really, really crazy. Bam. It's really straight to the end. Nothing really more crazy and crazier.
Okay, so...
All right. So good. Let's go quickly to the first movement.
Yeah. Okay.
You okay? Enough power?
I think so.
Okay, let's go. Great, bravo. So, what's the challenge here?
Personally, for me, there are two most difficult places, like the beginning, whereas and this double stops, and the second one is the like, yeah, those are those two places.
And the general challenge of this first movement.
I think the power, like the culmination, is in the end, and is the most difficult thing. Like you have in the end, you have to have so much power to play this place. Yeah.
So musically, from the direction of the piece, I think one of the really key thing in this first movement is really once you start with the tempo, you just should keep every single eighth note really the same. So it means not faster, not slower. It's just this thing which is going on. Whatever happens, it's just from the first bar until the last note. It's just not moving from a hair. Nothing can happen. And this, we have to feel it very strong. So I think you need a little bit more conviction to really keep this. So sometimes it's going a little bit, a tiny bit back, sometimes a little bit too fast. We need to see that you are the one in control. You're the boss. You're the one really leading it. Nothing can happen to you. Then the question of power. This is actually a very good exercise. You're right. The power question is a big question, and not only for the first movement. It's just there are 3 more movements coming, and the big cadenza and also the last movement. So the goal is to finish the piece and to still have some power. That's the goal. But to give everything, not to give the feeling that you're saving some energy. So you need to find the right power in your body, not being stressed, or it's really finding this energy in the back, in the shoulder, and then you should be able to do this for 5 hours in your studio at home and just, watching TV or whatever. Just, you shouldn't get tired. You have to find the right way to catch this energy from your body, not getting tired. All right. We have just a few minutes, but let's try it. The 8 notes are very important. Not too fast, not too short. We have a tendency to do this. Same here. And not slowing down. Those ones are very important. Same. And then don't forget the accent. Here is portamento, tenuto, and the dot. Accent, I never hear them. This rhythm also very important. Really driving whatever happens. Let's try again. Don't rush. Yeah, pa 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 da da pa pa. Yeah, but this is still forte, and then less. Which is going on, but just to tell you, also the length of the notes should be all the same. Okay, we shouldn't have the feeling to say, yes, he's playing down bow, he's playing up bow. They're all the same. Pop, 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 pop. And then, of course, I'm not saying that you're not going to phrase. Of course you're going to phrase. We're playing music. You're going to phrase inside this driving thing, not moving. Okay. What time is it? It's already past 3. Okay. So try to. Relax. Try one time this. Oh, you're rushing. You are rushing. Okay, then that shouldn't be tired. That's the same. You should be able to do that all day long without getting tired. Let's try once more. But really, every note equal. Okay. Then, of course, that's you should work on this in that direction. But then we shouldn't hear we shouldn't hear every note. It's every note. If you phrase the big phrase, but we shouldn't hear every bar. Be careful. It's a C flat, huh?
Yeah.
Before 21? Yeah?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Okay, and then last thing before we go to Schumann. Bom, bom, ba-da-dum, bom, bom. Yes, the horn solo. I don't hear that at all. And then can you try once? It's a little bit too short. It's too short. Yeah. Just a little bit longer. And yada pa 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 pi pa.
So I'll work on it. Yeah, I understand.
Okay. Okay, and last thing you should check is all the end. First time, second time, third times, all of that is in diminuendo until the end.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So of course, you're not going to finish pianissimo. We need to hear you. You're the soloist. You have 80 musicians behind you. But still, you should go down slowly, still with precision and being heard. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm afraid we have to stop. We're already late, but thank you so much.
Thank you.
I hope next time we can be live. Would be much nicer for the sound, but at least thank you very much for playing, and bravo to you, and all the best.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Maksims. Thank you.